Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Rodgers Packers going up against Stafford's Saints.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They run again on first down. Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And it goes in motion here in the backfield. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is when we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Again, here's Bernard. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Grover Stewart busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Wow, evasive.
Make them miss.
There he goes left side. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's Stafford. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. 2nd and goal now from the 8. Now it's Miller. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Touchdown, and the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Derek Wolfe in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. 3rd down now following the completed pass. To throw is Rodgers. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. Fighting through. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? He's going to fire one deep open. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize. But when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. to throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. Now a toss play to Bernard. Oh, what a move. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Touchdown, Saints.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st down, Rodgers. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before. And right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And a gain there of 11 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nick Perry in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. Here's Bernard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Giovanni Bernard with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints just continue to roll. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing now is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And it's third down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more than low.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it here. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On first down at Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
The Packers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. He's letting this one go for full. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on second down and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. On the screen, Bernard. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Set!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Looks to be right around the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Fresh set of downs here. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed them. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Pushing his way inside the 40. A gain of 11 and a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Stafford. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Six yards to go here on second down.
I got you. My boys, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired. And
that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So it'll be first down here after the run. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Throwing again. Stafford. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this seemingly endless drive continues. The toss, Bernard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Muscles him off, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll drop the throw. Touchdown, and the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Here's Rodgers throwing again. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 yards there for number 15.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Taco Charlton in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now Rodgers to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here we go on fourth down with Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. So the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been
trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And a tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Nick Perry in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. To throw on second down is Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Rodgers now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman, then with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Bernard, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's going to let it, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That one goes for 24 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long. And now here's another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, It'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.